Alright, so I'm back with another monumental leaked WrestleMania backstage news right now. So apparently it appears to have been the main event matches are now penciled in. They are nearly confirmed to be, confronted right now. They're just trying to deal with which main events are going to go with who. What are we going to, go forward to? That's the thing. But here are all the possible WrestleMania main event matches. Let's start off with the Brock Lesnar matches. There are 3 potential opponents for him, so let's see who they possibly are. Alright, let's get started. And by the way, last year I actually did a similar video which got over 280,000 views, so thank you very much. And let's get on with this as quickly as possible. Alright, so starting off with the first match that can be announced: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Now, last year we saw a monumental match. This match, it blew up the entire record of WrestleMania. Reigns did not do a very good job. He couldn't really get the job done. He took the trip to Suplex City like no man has ever experienced before, and it was a ride. It was an amazing sort of match. Only for Seth Rollins to crash the party before Lesnar was going to pin Reigns. Maybe this match could happen. It's completely unlikely for now, but maybe, just maybe, it can happen. Right, match number 2, Brock Lesnar versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, the fact is that Stone Cold Steve Austin, back in May, I believe it was, had a podcast with Paul Heyman. And in the podcast, Paul Heyman teased the fact that maybe Lesnar and Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold could have the match at next year's WrestleMania, just as a joke. And Stone Cold said that he can beat Brock Lesnar, he can really kick his what. But the fact is that he doesn't really have to. He will have to decide upon this choice of his. And the fact is now later on in October, before Hell in a Cell, which is the final battle between Brock Lesnar and Taker, Lesnar is going to be in the podcast. Lesnar himself is going to be in the podcast of Stone Cold, so that's going to be very interesting, to see them just clash in this podcast and talk about whatever it is that they want to talk about. The fact is there going to be tension? Is there going to be a lot of heat? If there is, then maybe, just maybe, Stone Cold has agreed to a match with Brock Lesnar. But for now, we have no idea what's happening. Just that Stone Cold versus Brock Lesnar is just a potential match for WrestleMania. And last but not least, Brock Lesnar versus The Rock. Now, this match has been talked about for many years now. Back in WrestleMania 30, this match was confirmed to happen, but the fact is that Rock was injured at WrestleMania 29 against Cena, and this match was cancelled. So I want to see this match. I really do want to see this match. As well as I want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin, I just don't really see Stone Cold Steve Austin facing Brock Lesnar. It's a bit too dream match to sort of a match, and I don't really see as it being realistic. Excuse me. And I would rather go with Brock Lesnar versus The Rock. But if not, Lesnar and Stone Cold will just completely shatter the entire records. It's basically just money that they're making. So it would be. Either then, it would be amazing. I do not want to see Brock Lesnar versus Reigns. Let's move on to Sting. Now, Sting, his career is in question. He thinks that he can come back, but the fact is that his injury has, he's a 56-year-old man. He is brilliant. He's in incredible shape. And to be honest, Seth Rollins has maybe just ended his career for good. I do want to see him back again for just one final match. And it should be against Taker, but the fact is I think people are starting to realize that Sting versus Taker is, after all, it is not going to happen after all. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that's the way that the company are going towards now, but I think it's going to be Sting versus Bray Wyatt. I think this match might happen, maybe just to boost up Bray Wyatt, maybe, but the fact is Sting, he has yet to have a big match to have, won. Back then he beat Seth Rollins and Big Show. That was just a Raw debut that he did, and he had to win the match because he was with Cena and he made Seth Rollins tap out. But now this is a WrestleMania match. He needs to win this match if he's going to get back in the ring and, make his comeback, and maybe this could be his retirement match. But the fact is Sting versus Bray Wyatt, it'll be a good send-off for the Sting, I think. Let's move on to another match. This is apparently talked about right now, as we speak right now, backstage. The Rock versus Triple H. Now, the fact is, Ronda Rousey and Stephanie are not going to be... Stephanie versus Ronda Rousey is not going to happen because Ronda Rousey, she has a film that is going to be start filming in, I think it's March or April, basically in the WrestleMania time, and she's not going to be at WrestleMania. Apparently, she has confirmed this in a few weeks ago when she was in an interview. So, looks like Stephanie versus Ronda Rousey, or a mixed tag team match between the four. You know, Rock, Triple H, Ronda, and Stephanie. The plan was for Ronda Rousey and Stephanie to be in the corner of the two superstars when they square off against each other. But the fact is now there's still you know, wanting for Triple H to face The Rock at WrestleMania, and you know, just make it complete. You know, to completely shatter the entire records and just make the biggest WrestleMania of all time. You know, it can still happen. It's a very likely possibility. I think that this could happen, and I think it probably will happen. If it does not happen, then I think Rock will not be at WrestleMania. If Rock does not face Triple H, then Rock will not face anyone, and he will not be featured as a big superstar at WrestleMania after all. So I think time is passing by. He missed his chance last year. He missed his chance the year before. I think this is his final chance to really just get back in the ring once again, and just, you know, be the people's champ. You know, be the great one as he is. And I really want to see him again. I want to see The Rock, you know, more than anyone. You know, he is the most electrifying man, and I want to see him just come back for just one match. You know, maybe a series of matches once again back in 2011, and I just want to see The Rock back again. So your thoughts, your comments down below. Let's move on to the WWE World Championship. This match has apparently been talked about for many months now. Back in WrestleMania 30, there was meant to be a triple threat match between the three Shield members, Reigns, Ambrose, and Rollins, just to make them break up. You know, break up the stable, break up the tag, you know, the group basically. But that was scrapped. But maybe this can happen again. This can happen for the championship, and maybe make one of the three members of the Shield just be pushed like no other. Maybe right now Reigns is not doing a very good job. Right now Reigns is not doing a good job after all. You know, he's getting booed on and on again. Ambrose, on the other hand, is doing a great job. You know, people really like him. You know, they really wanted him to win against Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank or the Elimination Chamber. Seth Rollins is, you know, he is carrying the torch right now as the champion. So I have no idea what's going to happen here. Does it seem likely? I think so. But there's just been so many triple threat matches, you know, here and there throughout these years, and I don't really want to see another one. So your thoughts, your comments down below. Let's move on to the Undertaker matches, the potential Undertaker matches that can happen. This is very exciting. Let's move on to the next one now. Undertaker versus the new Wyatt family member, Braun Strowman, his name is. Do apologize if I maybe have pronounced his name wrong, but this match seems very unlikely to me. I think that Braun has got his time is too early, earlier than Reigns winning the Royal Rumble. That was a joke, but anyway, you know, it's the truth though. Taker versus Braun. Now this is kind of a sign, to be honest, because Braun, you know, and Eric Rowan, I think it's Braun and Luke Harper are going to be facing the Brothers of Destruction in a live event in Mexico in October. You know, that's sorted, but I do not want to see this match. I don't think anybody wants to see this match, because the fact is that Braun, his time has just come. You know, he's not even a singles competitor. I don't really see this match happening at all. It's too early. You can't tell this match. You cannot book this match. If I was going to be booking this match, I would probably go for Sting or Cena. Which brings me to the next point: The Undertaker versus John Cena. Now this is what I call a dream match card. Now here it is: Taker versus Cena. This match, it's kind of like what Cena says. The time is now. You know, the time is now. The fact is, we have not seen a Taker versus Cena match since Cena had his Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick We have not seen a Taker versus Cena, especially at WrestleMania. This match is made to be at WrestleMania. It cannot be in any other pay-per-view, any other show, you name it. It has to be at WrestleMania. As much as I would love for The Undertaker versus Seth Rollins to happen at WrestleMania, you know, let's talk about that right now. Taker versus Seth Rollins. The fact is, if this happens, Seth Rollins will not be champion. He will have his championship probably taken away, and the triple threat match between the Shield members will not happen after all. But the fact is that, you know, Seth Rollins versus Taker, as much as I would love, as much as I'd be happy to see this match, I would probably want Cena versus Taker. This would completely shatter the entire records. It would probably be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Cena versus Taker. Can you imagine what would happen? Even though Taker has his streak broken, you know, I don't really see the whole. What has he got to lose? That's the thing. He has nothing to lose here. You know, it's Cena versus Taker. If this match happens, I'll be very happy. If Seth Rollins versus Taker happens, it'll be okay. But, you know, we would all want for Cena to face Taker. That would be this would probably be the biggest match. Well, one of the biggest matches. So here you are. These were the main event matches of WrestleMania 32. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys very soon. Comment your thoughts down below. What do you think is going to happen at WrestleMania? Let me know. Follow me on Twitter at WWEKhanToolz. So follow me on there. Discuss with me what's going to happen, and let me know. Thanks for watching. Peace.